Let's see how long it takes someone to show up. All right, I got work to do. If y'all aren't gonna show up to say what's up, I can do my work. Red cheeks and this. I'm wearing makeup, stage makeup. Someone's gonna pop in, and then I'm not gonna be on screen. They're gonna be like, "What the hell? There's nobody here." Oh, but there is. Oh, but there is. Ismail, what's up? I'm here. I'm just off the screen working on some stuff. Maybe we should do this every day after the party. It's the after party. I mean, I can only give y'all a few minutes because I got work to do. But while I'm setting up my other work, I could be doing this. Yeah, so I have to do this on my phone because I don't want to change the settings on the live stream stuff. Then I have to change it back every day. It's a pain in the ass. It's no bueno. So I can give you all guys a little what I do after the show thing. So this is a whole different system that I use. This is the on air. This is a whole different system that I use called Sound Plus. See right there? And this is my old school hip hop and R&B stuff for national. So this is what goes out to the iHeartRadio app and then all the cities that I am in. Various cities from Hawaii. I'm on in Hawaii to New Orleans, which is always weird to me because I know I don't sound Hawaiian. Actually, I don't know what Hawaiians sound like. So maybe I do. But they do have to send me pronunciation on stuff because I can't pronounce Hawaiian words very much. No, I do not select the songs. They send me the playlist. But the Throwbacks channel, it's always pretty solid. Every now and then there's one that I'm like, meh, but for the most part, it's what I listen to when I'm at home, like even when I'm not on, because it's just nonstop. If you go to the app and iHeartRadio app, just search Throwbacks, boom, it's right there. I'm on 3 to 7 Monday through Saturday. And then, so on the app, you can get it anywhere. But like in Orlando, for instance, we don't have an old school hip hop and R&B station, so it wouldn't be here. But in West Palm, it's on the actual radio on their old school hip hop and R&B station. In New Orleans, it is, and Fresno, and Albuquerque. So whatever city has an old school station, they grab it and it plays there. Whatever city doesn't, then just it's on the app. So the board itself, are you talking about here? Are you talking about like this stuff, like this part? Does that get used a lot? Is that what you're asking? Because yes, it does. That's basically where everything comes out. And you don't want to get too digital because this is a digital board. So this runs software. Back in the day, in the old studio, we had a regular board, which everything looked similar, but it didn't have, it wasn't run through software. So everything was plugged in RCA style, like old school, like you would your home stereo. And so every individual thing was by itself. Now it's kind of like a virtual mix. So one cord is plugged in and everything runs together. When it goes down, it jacks up everything. Back in the day, it didn't do that. And so there's advantages to old school not hooked to software stuff. There's disadvantages as well, obviously. I have more flexibility when it's digital. But there are things that I like about the old boards. There's one thing Johnny and I used to do all the time. We would, so on the old board, when you called in, there's a button on the board. It was labeled with a T. We called it a T-bus. But there was a button on the board that had to be pushed in for the caller to hear us talking to them through the mic. Otherwise, we could hear the caller, but the caller couldn't hear us. So we would take the phone call, and if the caller kind of got a little out of pocket or whatever, I would take the T-bus out so the caller couldn't hear any of us talk. So they would just hear themselves, basically, and they would continue to talk. We would talk junk about what they were saying while they were talking. I would just lower their volume a little bit. And then I would put us back in real quick, and then we'd be like, really? Nah, that's crazy. And then they would start talking again, then we would take it out, and then we would talk junk about them while they were talking. And then the whole time they didn't know. And so when we're done, we're like, all right, that's crazy. Thanks for calling. And they didn't know that we did that. And because there was no podcast at the time, they may never know unless someone tells them. But that kind of stuff can't be done on this board because it's all digital. So, sorry, that was a long spiel to tell you why the other board was different and better in some capacity. But, you know. I'm still here. I'm just doing something else right now. So, anyway, this is what I do after the show. Well, it's not what I do after the show because I don't talk to y'all after the show usually. I usually work. But yeah, so I have, and the way my throwbacks work, I can let you in on the secret of radio. I do a day ahead. So, like, I'm going to do tomorrow right now for throwbacks. Something crazy happens, like Drake's video comes out. Then I have a studio from home, and I can jump in and update it. So it's always as accurate as it possibly can be. But there's some things I don't need to update. So they like to have it a day ahead because when you're dealing with time zones in other cities and like in the case of Hawaii, way far away, if something goes sideways, they got to be able to figure it out. So, you know. The good thing is now that I have a studio at home, though, like, it's never not as updated as possible. I can't be live from home right now, but I can record literally seconds before it goes on the air. So I just got to play it like that. Well, I wouldn't go live in other cities. If something goes wild in the other cities, they have people that work in those buildings that would probably jump on and handle it. Magic, I go live, yeah. Like I said, I can do Magic live if I'm here in the studio. From home, I can't go live. I can literally record it like 90 seconds before it plays on the radio, but I can't go live from home. If I'm here, I can. And it's not really about, like, not wanting to be live. I would love to be live on Magic every day, but let's be honest. I already get here at 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock at the latest. My show's from 2 to 7. So now I'm going to be here from 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, till 7 at night. Come on now. I love to work, but not that damn much. Sorry, I'm over here. I'm here, but I got an email I got to look at real fast. Here, I'm going to move you because I have to answer this email. How arrogant to think you care to watch me answer an email. That's another reason I don't do a lot of this stuff. I don't think anyone cares enough to want to hang out or watch or talk to me. Sorry, I can't talk and type at the same time. Because if I do, I'm going to type what I say. And that wouldn't fit in that spot. So, anyway, I could stay on for a few more minutes, but then I got to bounce because otherwise I'll be here all day. And I have a noon deadline for some stuff that has to get done. My meeting yesterday went fairly good. Nothing set in stone to report. But Universal promo. What Universal promo are we talking about?
The Polar Plunge is your chance to take a dip in the chilly Florida waters in support of Special Olympics Florida. Make the splash this
My work is never done. All right. Do you guys work? Are you working in an office right now? Like, are you supposed to be working, but instead you're talking to me? I don't know if I could work from home, I'll be honest with you. Like, I do this from home sometimes, but, like, I get so distracted. Like, sometimes I don't think I'll ever get anything done. Even when I'm trying to do, like, actual work from home, sometimes I look at it like, then I turn the TV on above. I have a TV right above my setup, and I'm like, ooh, I start watching TV, or I find a movie that I'm looking at. Oh, I just saw it. Build distractions into your day. I'm painting a mural in our garage right now, like for our gym. We built a home gym because I'm, trying to stay in shape and not die. So we built a home gym thing. We started it during COVID, but we sold our golf cart because it was just collecting dust and taking up space, and now we did the whole thing. So now we painted a wall, and I started painting a mural on it yesterday. Nothing major, just some graffiti. But that's what we're gonna do. Yoho and Mountain Dew. I've heard that, but that's a lot going on there. Like that's a lot for me. I mix it with Sprite Zero because it doesn't need. I just do that so it has some bubbles. We sold the Peloton. We have an actual free weight like cage now, and I do my boxing thing, and we have a rower, and then we have a bunch of free weights. My wife jump ropes, but I don't like jump roping. So. Yeah, I'm shooting a video of me doing it so I can time lapse it because it looks pretty cool. It went from plain green wall to when I'm done with it. So anyway, the meeting yesterday, pretty good. Hopefully, eventually, we might have Yoho in a couple of hotels over at Universal in the City Walk area, like Cabana Bay and whatnot. I don't know for sure. That's what the meeting was for yesterday. We'll see. Hopefully. Until then, keep going to Teak and checking it out. My man John at Teak is a good dude. Yeah, no, yesterday when I gave it to the guys from the hotel, they're like, we just sipped it, and they're like, whoa, it's pretty solid. Yeah, no, it's not harsh at all. It's a little sweet. Some people, if you don't like sweet, then but who don't like sweet, baby? My garage ain't that big. There's enough room for like 4 people in there at once. If you're actually doing things. We do have a sled too, like a weight sled that you could push, which is pretty cool. Not in the garage, it's too small. Like, what are you gonna push it 3 feet? We do have a cold plunge too that we just did, like an ice bath type thing that we just hooked up. We haven't used it yet, but we just hooked it up. So I'll be like a real gym. I can sell memberships as long as all y'all don't try to come at once. If everybody comes at once, we got to shut it down. Oh, my eye is itching like crazy. My allergies have been so bad lately. Yeah, so this polar plunge thing, this cold plunge thing, you could get the water down as low as you want, but they recommend you don't take it below, like, obviously 32 is freezing, but they recommend you don't take it below like 50 degrees. So we have it set on 56. And if you think about it, Blue Springs is 72. So, and that's freezing. So they're doing a polar plunge at Aquatica for Special Olympics. It's this Saturday. You can jump into the freezing cold water at Aquatica. Magic 1077 is doing it. You can check out the website, magic107.com. All right. I got people emailing me asking me to do commercials and stuff for them that I need to do. So, thanks for joining. Maybe we'll do this again sometime. I'm going to work on getting the podcast on a regular basis. 2 in a week, though. Come on, pretty good. And then I'm not going to say this weekend. My wife and I are going to do the podcast. Here's why we can't just do it right away. Because she works during the week and she's busy. She works from home, but she still works. And then I think the best way to get the best quality entertainment is to have just me and her in the house. My son, even though he's a grown-ass man, still lives in the house. So unless he's at work or he's out, then we really can't do it. So we're going to get it done, but we'll see, because Super Bowl is this week. But Saturday, I don't think we have anything. So maybe Saturday. Perhaps. We'll see. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning on Johnny's House.